There was me, that is Alex, and my 3 droogs.
Hey, are we gonna record this or what?
Welcome to Boozy Movies, where watching movies and making cocktails is what we do.
Right.
This week, we've got 2 cocktails for you for the Stanley Kubrick film, A Clockwork Orange.
Oh?
It's gonna be a doozy.
Yes.
A droogie.
A droogie.
A droogie.
Droogie doozy?
Droogie doozy.
In A Clockwork Orange, a charismatic delinquent and his gang of droogs enjoy a lively spree of ultraviolence and Beethoven appreciation, because who says culture and chaos can't coexist? It's a heartwarming tale that proves free will is overrated when you can just program people to behave.
Now that we've made up our resume docs on what we're gonna do, we are going to start with the Alex.
Named after our main character. And our second cocktail is going to be a milk bar themed cocktail called Like Clockwork.
To sharpen us up for the old ultraviolence.
You are invited!
So let's go ahead and start with the Alex. For this drink, we will be using Aperol, a dry Riesling, we're going with the German one here, ginger beer, an orange slice, and Angostura bitters.
Straight into a chilled goblet, add 1 ounce of Aperol, 3 ounces of Riesling, and 1 ounce of ginger beer. Top with crushed ice. Cut an orange wheel to fit over the ice and garnish with a few dashes of Angostura bitters.
And here is the Alex, looking fresh and orange.
An orange.
Shocker, right?
For A Clockwork Orange, yeah.
Tell us all about it then.
Lots of spicy flavor from the ginger beer. Of course, this is a riff on the Aperol Spritz. That's no surprise to you.
That's all there is to it.
We did go with a German Riesling
Try the wine!
in order to pay homage to Alex's favorite composer.
Ludwig van Beethoven.
One thing that Ludwig van was known for was loving Riesling.
I do not approve.
And the German Riesling has spicy notes in it. It's a little bit gingery, flavors that are great with orange. And Aperol is everybody's favorite orange Amaro.
Oh, jolly good.
Yeah, it's really nice. We did want to stick with the orange theme. At first, I wasn't really sure when you were talking about putting the Riesling in here. I wasn't 100% sure on it, but I think it adds a really nice touch.
It was horrible.
Also, I just love how it kind of fits with the movie, fits with the Ludwig van kind of aspect of it. So really, really like this.
Very refreshing, sir. Very refreshing.
Yeah, the bitters on top are really nice. And I love having the orange just hovering on top on the ice, because every time you take a sip, you get to that nice, fresh scent of the orange. So it's really good touch there.
I love like the smell of the cocktail enhancing the flavor as you're drinking it. So make sure you get a good...
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
It's time to move on to cocktail number 2. We're gonna go to the Korova Milk Bar. Like Clockwork, here we come.
For Like Clockwork, you're gonna need some half and half, Rumple Mintz, Cointreau, salt, an orange slice, and black sugar sprinkles.
In a shaker tin, we're gonna add 3 ounces of half and half, 1.5 ounces of Rumple Mintz, 1.5 ounces of Cointreau, and a pinch of salt. We're gonna add some ice, a spring, and more ice. Cover and shake vigorously for 30 seconds. We'll then double strain into a chilled Collins glass with no ice. Cut an orange slice in half and dip it into the black sugar sprinkles. Spear the orange slice and rest on the edge of the glass. And here we have Like Clockwork.
Give it a go.
All right.
Refreshing?
Ooh,
Oh, yes, well, don't think about it too long.
very refreshing. Love the Rumple Mintz in there. It's not too overpowering. Sometimes Rumple Mintz in a cocktail can really just blast you. It is strong, but the Cointreau in there really helps kind of round it out a bit, which is really nice. I like that. It's like an orange creamsicle.
Not true, sir.
Yeah, a little bit of that and a little bit of, mint ice cream vibes.
Right.
I read in a magazine that athletes like to use peppermint to kind of help energize.
Got to get fit.
We talked about a couple of different things with this cocktail, is doing something with like an energy drink or some sort of energy booster
You try to frighten me.
and sort of dumping vitamin B12 in this cocktail,
Probably not a good idea.
we decided to go this route, and I think our taste buds love it at least.
It's all part of the recovery process.
The smoothness, the creaminess, it's refreshing, it's enjoyable. We'll be able to drink this entire cocktail without having any sort of bellyache as well.
Now we're back to where we were.
Well, and another fun thing with this cocktail is it's a drink that's kind of in the movie. Now, we don't actually get a breakdown of what's in theirs. Well, we do,
Velisex,
and Sancrament and weird names that I don't really know. But since we couldn't come upon any of that, we found some pretty solid substitutes, I think.
Have you not everything you need?
But it's fun to come up with a drink or incorporate a drink that is actually a part of the film. I think we should go ahead and bring the Alex in here. You gonna stick with that one?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have actually read the book. I have not. But you have read the book written by Anthony Burgess. How would you say that, I don't know, that compares to the film? Are there some big differences? Like, what was your main takeaway kind of from the book compared to the movie?
The book itself is actually not that long,
Well, to be perfectly honest, madam,
and it does track with the movie, actually pretty closely.
Okay.
I would say the biggest difference between watching the movie and reading the book is that Anthony Burgess and Stanley Kubrick, who wrote the screenplay, carried it over. Anthony Burgess was really known for his linguistics in the book.
Happy polylodges.
And they carried it over into the movie, and so just understanding all of these new words.
You think and talk sometimes like a little child.
little child, yeah.
Every sentence had one of these words in it, and so for the first part of the book, well, first and really second part of the book, I kept referring to, thankfully, the glossary
In the back, right.
In the movie, though, you do get like visual contextual clues where you can kind of, either disregard the sort of adjectives, adverbs that he's using, and just watch the movie and still enjoy what exactly they're saying.
I think this, for myself, I think this is my favorite Stanley Kubrick film.
Yes?
He takes a very dark, serious kind of subject, and he expresses it in somewhat of a playful way with the editing and some of the music.
It's quite simple, really.
He does sort of like the William Tell, I think, overture,
Yeah.
but he's like speeding it up and everything. I love the use of Beethoven. Wendy, Walter Carlos's score for this film is awesome. I really, really love it. It's probably one of my favorite records that I have on vinyl. I'm very proud and happy to own that one because it just sounds amazing. So like I said with Stanley Kubrick, we have done The Shining, so if you have not checked out that episode, definitely skip back a couple of weeks. We'll probably even link it so it pops up after this one. We'll make the work very easy for you, but some very tasty cocktails in that movie.
We do have all of the recipes in the descriptions, and we are happy to provide to you any additional information that you would like.
Just ask us in the comments.
Yeah, just ask us in the comments.
Yes.
And what we'd like to know from you is, what Stanley Kubrick film should we do next?
Huge fan of Stanley Kubrick on this channel. We've also done a whole bunch of other episodes from great films, a bunch of great cocktails, some not so serious as this movie here. So definitely don't be scared off by that. But yeah, give us a like and a subscribe. We got more cocktails on the way. I think it is probably time to cheers. What do you say, my dear?
Yeah, let's go watch this movie.
Yeah, again. See you next week.